One of the target groups that we had really been missing here at Futures to really connect to was that group who had just gotten out of high school and was searching for their next step, or had tried to go to college and just figured out it wasn't for them. So we really wanted to develop something where, as an individual who's searching for that IT field and that IT realm, they could find themselves in this program to give them the pathway to an IT career. Those in this age range have always been digital kids. They've always dabbled with regard to technology and computers, and this is something that's new, because the concept of like a trade school is foreign to them, and this is really the type of program where you get to see them gain actual skills that they can bring to a workplace, just as a trade school does, but put them in a classroom setting as well, so that it doesn't feel so rigid.
My name is Kaylin Turner.
My name is Sylvia Rodriguez.
My name is Juan Antonio Gomez.
High school graduate 2010. I went to Otay Ranch. Graduated with a 2.7, so I didn't really have the good enough grades to go to the college that I wanted to go to. I played football in high school, so I decided to go to junior college at Southwestern and play football. And the classes there just wasn't working out, so I kind of like fell off in the school department or whatever. So
I'm 23, born and raised in San Diego, and I'm really into like arts and different things like that.
I was born and raised in Mexico, and I came here when I was 11. I came here not knowing what I was going to do. I didn't know if I was either going to be doing construction, or I didn't know what I was going to do until I turned 12. That's when I kind of started liking computers. I got my first laptop when I was 14 years old. I didn't know how to do anything on the laptop. I barely know how to type. I barely know how to write. I didn't even know how to talk to people, nothing. My first thing I did on the laptop was listen to music and look at videos, and that's when I got into it.
The time frame that we deal with them is actually pretty unique in itself. I know that a lot of other private institutions have a similar program, and it takes them quite a lot longer. We have an intensive program here, and it's not to be taken lightly, but what we have is a great staff to help motivate and to push, and in various aspects. We have an employment specialist who's dedicated solely to pushing them towards employment. We have a case manager who's going to help them out when times get tough. We have instructors here that will help with anything that might be term related or hands-on related. In particular, we work really hard to support them through all aspects of the program. And you don't get that one-on-one type of help and situation at other institutions. And we've gotten into some great activities. They got hands-on experience. They've been troubleshooting, tearing up parts of the internal compartments of the computers, seeing different commands that they would be able to run and utilize if there was a problem that they could fix. We're showing them that problem and trying to provide them with that experience.
Overall, my experience has been great. It actually gave me more confidence, not knowing that before I had what it takes to be in a great position as a technician. But actually now that I actually had somebody that was behind my back supporting me, especially like this program that is not only going to teach me how to get myself more ready, but it's also going to help me get the certifications that I need. It's also going to help me get the job lead, especially with the job readiness program that is also offering us, and eventually maybe getting a long-term job. It's pretty fulfilling. I like the feeling that I don't feel alone no more. I actually like that somebody is actually now looking back on me, trying to help me, trying to get me a job, especially in a field that I want to be, that I always wanted to be on.
NEO really helped me with going more along the lines of teaching youth about security and computers.
Throughout the whole NEO experience, I'm pretty sure it's been about 12 weeks or so since I've been here. The most important thing I learned was, I feel, was the customer service of an IT technician. Because no matter how much you know about computers, no matter how much you can fix a computer, if you can't communicate with your customer properly, you'll never get the job. And we went over this for like a couple of weeks so everybody can know, like, this is the most important thing about it. And studying about the LearnKey and all this stuff, the lessons that they're giving us, it made it all simple. But I figured that the most important thing would be the the communication you have with your clients as an IT technician. I plan on letting the NEO program be a head start to my future, and it has been that to me. It has been a huge head start to my future, and sad to say that the learning is over, but the learning is never over in technology, but I'm gonna miss the class. It made everything real simple.
I want to put them in the mentality of being able to teach the teacher. And more so, you know, I don't want them to only be sitting down in their seats and listening to me for a lecture. That's just not the way that I teach. I have an interactive whiteboard that I utilize in class to make sure that they go over diagrams. I have them work on whatever hardware that I can pull up. And when it comes to software related issues, I try to pull it up on their computers and my own on the screen on the interactive whiteboard. And so really it's more so to expose them to as many different environments in the technology field as possible. Because ultimately, to get into the program, they had to accomplish tests, assessments, interviews, and after those hurdles, they come in ready to learn and they come in ready to succeed. You know, it is a tough job market out there, and I would love to see high employment numbers, but to me, success is measured on a lot of different levels. And so, you know, as many CompTIA A+ that I can turn out, I'm gonna be trying to get them as many as I can, as many employment placements as I can, I'll be doing. But frankly, you know, I want a person to walk away from the program knowing that there's always a support system back here at San Diego Futures Foundation. And, you know, the skills that they've learned are something that never can be taken away from them. And so, you know, as many accolades and benchmark numbers, you know, those matter, but to me, it's more so that when they walk away knowing a lot more than they came in the door.